Well, everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. And this is a video that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I felt this is the best time to do it during the off season when there isn't that much content when it comes to Sounders stuff to talk about. And I know this is a whole different point of view because you usually see me here onto my left, right, whatever POV you're going to be looking at me at. But now this time around, you're seeing me pretty much in my backdrop, and specifically right behind me is my football, soccer, kits, shirts, jerseys, however you want to call it. That is the premise of this video. We're going to be going through my jersey collection, but more specifically, my Seattle Sounders jersey collection. I probably will be doing videos talking about the entirety of my collection on my personal channel, which I did mention in one of my previous videos, how you all should go and subscribe to me on my main personal channel. I'll leave it up right now for you all to go check it out, go subscribe. It's going to be up in the annotations down in the description. So make sure to head over there if you guys want to check out the video I'll be doing where I talk about my entire jersey collection, maybe section by section. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but if you guys are interested in that, you guys are football shirt junkies like myself, definitely make sure to do that. But I thought for this channel, we should go through my Seattle Sounders shirts, everything in my collection, from the shirts that I've bought and from the shirts that I've received from players. How did I obtain the shirts? Where are the best places to get Sounders jerseys, new or old? How did I get these name sets applied? All of that stuff I'm gonna be talking about in this video when I go through my football jerseys and show you guys everything that I have. And as always, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe right now. And if you're not, and you are a returning subscriber or you are a new person watching this video, drop a like on it because this video is going to be taking a lot of work to edit, to get set up. As you all can see, it's a different point of view, different style video on the channel. And you want to see more jersey type videos where I talk about football shirts, ones that I purchase myself, drop a like, drop a comment, because I will be receiving a very special package with 3 retro Sounders jerseys during the MLS era that are currently getting repaired. So I could do an unboxing for you all to show those off, see what was done, what was fixed, and which Sounders jerseys they were. So it's in your guys' hands. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and now let's jump into it. So we're first gonna get started with my jerseys in my personal collection. These are not match worn or signed, nothing in between, but I did bring along a couple of match worn and signed Sounders jerseys that I've received as a Sounders fan throughout this long 14 years of watching this club. And as well, one new Sounders jersey that I just added to my collection that I'm planning to get a name set added to it because it just came into the mail just a few days ago. So you gotta make sure to stick around to the end to find out what match worn shirts do I have, what players signed them, and what the heck is the new Sounders jersey that you got, and who are you gonna add to the back of it. But the first place we gotta get started is with my personal collection, and everything is in chronological order of everything I own from the '09, the inaugural year when the Seattle Sounders came to MLS, to current day. And quick little disclaimer, you guys will see with all my Sounders jerseys, they are the players issued version. When it came to me collecting Seattle Sounders jerseys, I always wanted to get the players issued version because it is identical and is exactly just like what the players wear on the field, has all the patches and all that stuff that you want on your jersey. So I personally never bought any of the replica or stadium versions, however you want to call it, when it came to specifically my Sounders jerseys, because for example, with this one in particular, if you got the replica version, it doesn't have the USA patch, and with many others, it only has one of the patches on one of the sleeves. And I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to my football shirts. I want to have all the patches on it, just like what the players have, because I think it looks so sick and adds like another layer to the jersey. So yeah, all my Sounders jerseys are the players issued versions, and on top of that, has a name set on the back. I don't get football shirts without a name on the back. I know that is an interesting discussion with fans like, oh, but I don't want to get this player because they might leave the club, or that's why I like just getting just the shirt because I'm a fan of the club. For me personally, I always get a name set on my shirt because for a variety of reasons. Maybe they were the new shiny toy signing, or they had a fantastic year in that shirt, or they had a crazy moment in that shirt specifically that you just never forget. I always get a name set regardless if it is good or bad. I think it just adds interesting value to a shirt and adds an interesting story to it. So now, let's get started. The '09 home shirt. This one was the inaugural shirt the Sounders wore in the MLS era. I got the shirt off of just a typical resale website. I think I got this one on eBay. And yeah, this is in such pristine condition. Like, everything looks so top tier with it. Like, everything looks so good. And then I did get Freddie Montero added to it later on. So the biggest issue with the older shirts, unless you somehow miraculously find someone with the '09 shirt with Montero's name set on it that is in like mint condition, like most people didn't, like if they had this shirt and they had Montero on it, the name set being in good condition, and in general with many football shirts, not even just Sounders in general, they're usually not in good condition. And when it comes to the name sets, especially older ones, all my football shirts, I personally like having them original. It's just another pet peeve, another nuance to my perfectionism when it comes to my football shirts. But when it comes to the name sets, like original name sets from, for example, in this one, 2009, the glue can expire on them, and 9 times out of 10, they are expired. So when it comes to name sets, you are pretty much in a good spot if you want to go with one of the rep versions of it. It is exactly the same as the original name set. This is literally a carbon copy, identical size, everything in between. But the biggest issue with those original name sets is that the glue is expired. So this is a rep name set, but it is identical in regards to everything in between. The cut of it, the look of it, it is identical to the '09 name set that had Freddie Montero on it. And for everyone that may be wondering, Sean, where do I go to get these name sets to apply on my Sounders jerseys? Big shout out to my guy, TD Soccer. He has been the absolute best when it comes to me getting Sounders players name sets. He's the guy that any of my shirts that are older, I'll let you all know if I did get it from him or not. It was from him that supplied me the name sets that I got applied on. And big shout out to Jobby Kits, also known as Jabez, who is also a Sounders fan that did most of the name set pressing for a lot of these shirts. He lives locally here. That's kind of his shtick. He applies name sets, patches for you. He did many for me. He did a huge bulk order for me. This name set was actually applied by my boy Kit Revival. He actually does football shirt restorations, which is basically like if a sponsor, sorry, not a name set, is ever like damaged, or even a name set that is damaged, he removes the old name set, puts on a new one, makes it look brand spanking new, or any other things like fixing patches, things like that. He's a football shirt reviver. That's why his name is Kit Revival. And he is fantastic. He's done so many of my shirts. I have an order coming in with, I believe, 3 Sounders jerseys that are in that order where he's fixing, I don't know, the name sets, the Xbox sponsor on them. I don't exactly remember with what he is doing, but again, if you guys want to see me unbox it, reveal those kits from when I get it from him, make sure to drop a comment and like, and maybe we do that as like a part 2 to my kits. But he's the one who actually applied this name set. He actually got it supplied. He also has the abilities and the supplier to get these name sets, get them applied. So he did this one for me. And yeah, this is like one of my holy grails. When it comes to the '09 kit, there is nobody better than Freddie Montero to have on the back of it. For any of you that may not know, Freddie's my favorite Sounders player of all time, forever will be. No one will take that mantle from him in my heart. So when it comes to the '09 kit, you have to have a guy like Freddie Montero on it. I've always wanted multiple Freddie Montero kits. One of my biggest rule of thumbs is I don't normally get a player's name multiple times on shirts. But with Freddie, I believe I have like 3 or 4 shirts with him on the back, or if they're like just absolute studs for any of those seasons, I mean, hey, my hand is forced. I gotta do what I gotta do. But yeah, normally I don't get the same player on my Sounders jerseys multiple times. Usually it's just one and done, but for a guy like Freddie, he's my favorite of all time. Also has had major seasons with us. Yeah, he has to be on the '09 shirt. To any of you that got Freddie Ljungberg on the back of this, I'm sorry. Maybe you send it over to Kit Revival. He removes the name set and throws Freddie on it because that's what you should do. And next up is the Seattle Sounders 2011/12 home jersey, which was the next one from the '09-10 that you guys just saw. And as I've said, I always get the players issued version on. It has the USA flag, it has the old MLS logo. Man, this combo always hits different. This is OG MLS when I think about this combo. And of course, who else would I have on the back other than Freddie Montero? This was actually the first year I started watching the team, which was 2012. It was the game against the Galaxy where Freddie scored that banger long shot and I fell in love with the club. For the longest time, I've wanted this shirt. I've wanted to get Freddie on the back of it. I usually wear a size medium, and with players issued shirts, they're tighter because they're meant for the players. They're the player specs. They're supposed to be more breathable, fit the players well, blah, 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 whatever that's supposed to mean. So I had the hardest time trying to find this shirt, the players issued version, in size large. I finally found it. I ordered the name set off my boy, TD Soccer. He sent it over, and I got my boy, Jabez, Jobby Kits, to apply the name set on it. And he does such a good job when it comes to his name set applications, when it comes to just making sure everything is on measurement wise, just like to a T, like you would see back in the 2011-12 year, just like how it was applied on the player shirts. Yeah, he did a fantastic job. The quality of the name sets too are really, really good. I mean, as I said, they're pretty much identical to those original name sets, but you can't call it an original name set because it's not that. But those original name sets, if you miraculously somehow find them, the glue is probably expired, and then if you apply something with expired glue, you might not be able to rip off that backing, the plastic on it, and then your whole shirt's cooked. So when it comes to this shirt in particular, it's not the nicest Sounders jersey. I definitely think that 09-10, the inaugural one, was nicer. I don't think either of the home shirts were nice. By far, it's not one of our best home jerseys, but this one has a lot of sentimental value to me. I mean, this was the first year I started watching the club, and it brings a lot of fond memories for me personally. So finally having this in my collection and in pretty good condition, like everything is in pretty good shape. I mean, when it has like all the little like, you know, Adidas stuff, like where it has like, oh, this is essentially saying it's the players issued version. It has like the Adidas thing in the corner, like things like that. It's really good. Just the sleeve, some of the stitching's gone unwoven, but I could always just go and drop it off at like a sewer or an alterator and just get this re-sewed. But outside that, it's in like pristine condition. Even the size label right here is even in good shape. Most of the time, these things are super worn out. So when I see something like this, where all of this is in good shape, especially the stuff is not really repairable, then you know I have to get it. So yeah, this shirt is in sensational condition. Freddie Montero. Also reminds me a little bit of Eddie Johnson and David Estrada and Mauro Rosales. But of course, as you guys all know, Freddie's my guy. He's my GOAT. So he would, of course, be the guy I have on the back of it. And this is just such a prime possession in my collection to have this shirt. Maybe one day I'll wear it, but I'm too scared to wear this and to have it get dirty. I don't wear actually my football shirts at all anymore. My style has changed. Maybe it's growing up. Maybe I've become an unk. I don't know, but I just don't really wear football shirts that often. Maybe on stream, maybe on for a video, but I don't wear it out and about. Just kind of, you know, I wear more adult-like clothes like you see right here. I mean, that's what happens when you get in a relationship. And now next up is the 2014/15 away or third jersey. I believe it was the third shirt for both of those years. And this was named by MLS as the best jersey in the league's history and is the Sounders, I believe, Nightfall shirt. That's what we called it. It is super rare and it is super expensive. You guys look across eBay, any of those resale websites, anyone that has this shirt, it is pricey. And I did have to pay a lot. I paid over like $100-ish for it, around like, I want to say 120 is what I paid for the shirt. And this is the version, because there's two versions of it. So as I said, this was for 2014/15. And in 2015, that's when they changed the MLS logo. So there's two versions of it. This is the 2014 one that I have, which still has the USA flag, the old MLS logo. But there is another version where it has both the new MLS logos, the one that we see today. That's the 2015 version. This is the 2014 version, where one of the best years as a Sounders fan. I mean, Clint, Oba, we had such a stacked squad, supporter shield, Open Cup. We're oh so close to winning MLS Cup. My first heartbreak was that match against the Galaxy. No girl will ever defeat the crushingness of that game for me. And of course on the back, Obafemi Martin. So I got this shirt on eBay, just the shirt by itself, and I had a few orders I sent over to Kit Revival of repairs, and I said, hey, do you mind if I get this added to my order and you can get the Martin's name set and add it for me? And that was the same thing with that 09-10 home Montero jersey. I just sent that over with that order because I usually send things in bulk to him. I've only ever sent 2 orders to him, but in that second order, I was like, hey, if I throw these shirts in for you, can you add these name sets, get them, and things like that? Because he has his own plugs of people that he can get name sets for. Kit Revival is the most top tierest man of all top tier men. So definitely, if you ever need a repair or a name set or whatever whatever it may be, or just shoot him a DM and maybe he can sort something out for whatever footballing shirt needs you have. He has like a whole plethora of reels on his Instagram account of stuff he's done, so take a look at it. He added Martins. I mean, Obafemi Martins was the guy. Oba in this shirt, it's undefeated. I see a lot of people also get Clint on it. I liked Clint like the next guy, but I wasn't like the hardcore biggest fan of him. I preferred Oba over Clint, and as of right now, this is the only Obafemi Martins jersey I have, and so yeah, no, Martins, I mean, I think of this Nightfall shirt, I think of the 4-4 game against the Timbers. Oba played pretty well, and I believe got 2 or 3 assists. I know a lot of people talk about Dempsey's hat trick in that game, but Martins also was a big contributor to it. I mean, that guy went off. I mean, he went off during this year. The closest ever Sounders player to win the MVP award. On top of that, I mean, this also has the 40th anniversary logo on. I mean, this is in like pristine condition this shirt. I mean, I don't really see any issues with it. I didn't mind paying more for a shirt that was in this good of condition. Threw Martins on the back. I mean, you can even see like this little Sounders FC thing that is like stuck on here is still looking supreme. This shirt is just chef's kiss. Now, next up, we're doing a little bit of a time skip. This is the 2016/17 home shirt, but this is the 2016 version of it because the 2017 version of this home shirt has the gold star on it. There are some small intricacies when it comes to shirts where you can tell where it's from certain years. Yes, of course, we reuse shirts, but they're slightly different, and we'll see that. It's gonna be a big theme throughout this video, and that's, again, my football shirt nerdiness coming out, where I know these little intricacies to shirts. But this is the 2016 version of it. I got this for really cheap off someone. I think I only paid like 30, 35 bucks. For the most part, it's in pretty good shape. Only con of it is the little detail that goes right here. Most of it's peeling off. But other than that, it's in really good condition. As I said, this is where we jumped into the new MLS era, which was in 2015. This is 2016, where the MLS logos were just on both sides of the patches. And then, of course, on the back of it was the man that saved our season, was the catalyst to us winning MLS Cup, Nicholas Ladero. I got the name set off TD Soccer. Jobby Kits was the one who applied the name set on it. I mean, I believe we did a collab post, actually. Not I believe. We did do a collab post where he showed off applying all the name sets for me in the batch order, so I might throw that up on the screen. It might already have been up on the screen. So yeah, he did this for me. It looks fantastic. Ladero had to have been him. It really, for me personally, was between Dempsey and Ladero, but I felt we had to add Ladero on this because he was the biggest reason, the catalyst to us winning MLS Cup. This is the one of 2 Ladero jerseys that I have, and you all can start thinking about which other Sounders jersey I have that he's on the back of. And I wanted to get the 2016 version of it. I know it's kind of cooler to have the version with the gold star on it, but for me, like, to have the one where we won MLS Cup, I think is a little bit more special. I was at the final. I went to Toronto. I've only ever been to 2 MLS Cup finals for the Seattle Sounders, and they're both the ones we won, which is Toronto 2016 and MLS Cup 2019. I don't know, maybe I'm just a good luck charm. Probably the best Sounders home jersey of all time. Now, next up is the 2016/17 third/away shirt. I think it was the third shirt for 2016, then became the away shirt in 2017. The version I have is the 2017 one. Why? Because it has the gold MLS Cup winner star on it. You can see it's kind of iridescent. I think that's the right word that you use, iridescent, where you can kind of see a 16 in it, and depending on what way in the lighting you see it. This is in literally brand new condition. I mean, it doesn't have a single nick or bobble, has all the little goodies everywhere around it. I mean, this looks so supreme. When this is in good condition, where you can see the sizing label perfectly, like it doesn't even look like it's been touched, fantastic. The blue MLS patches are on it, and on the back, when I think of this blue, Pacific blue Sounders jersey, think of one man and one man only, and it was because of his long shot against the LA Galaxy, a weird theme throughout this video, because as well, the same thing with Freddie Montero. It is Ozzie Alonso. I don't have any Ozzie Alonso shirts. This is the only one that I have, and what I'm talking about when it comes to this shirt, if you all remember in 2016, Ozzie Alonso ripping that long shot in our end of season campaign, that catalyst run, the hot streak we had going into the playoffs, Ozzie scoring that banger. I always think of him when it came to this shirt, so this is probably one of the greatest away third shirts we ever had. I definitely think it's up there, and I don't mind if you all say it is the best, because I don't totally disagree with you, but for me personally, I don't think it is, but it is definitely in the hat for one of the best. Next up is a little bit of a time skip from 2016-17 all the way to 2018-19. So this is the 2018-19 Seattle Sounders Sounders home shirt, but the 2018 version of it had the Xbox sponsor, and in 2019 we officially moved to our good old friends Zulily, who are way better at least than Providence, but I still didn't love the change from Xbox to Zulily. But yeah, I mean, obviously Xbox is a goated sponsor, but this is the 2019 version of it. Again, small intricacies on how you can tell the difference in years. This was the year we won MLS Cup. That's why I got this version instead of the Xbox one. I know it's probably better to get the Xbox sponsor jerseys, but we won MLS Cup in it, so I preferred this version of it. And as I said, I don't usually get repeats on my shirts. I talked about 2016 having Ladero. He helped us win MLS Cup. For this one, I as well have Ladero on the back of it. This is actually the first shirt from my whole collection that I didn't buy off of a resale website, had to get the name sets, had to get it applied. This is the first shirt, and then all the other remaining ones will all be shirts that I actually bought at the pro shop on the MLS store and got the name sets applied or already ordered it with it. And this is the first shirt from the remainder of the ones we're gonna see. And yeah, I got this one in 2019 near the end of the year. I got Ladero because obviously best player on the team, helped us lift MLS Cup. Of course you have to get Ladero on it. This shirt's okay. I mean, this weird like military dirty pattern, not the greatest. The collar I'm not the biggest fan of, but we won MLS Cup, sentimental value. I'm a hardcore nostalgia sentimental junkie. And yeah, I mean, this is in pretty much pristine condition. It has the cool little 10th year anniversary little design on it. And yeah, it's all right. It's an okay shirt, but we won MLS Cup in it, so it's goated in our hearts because of that. Next up is the 2019/20 away jersey. This is the 2019 version of it because the 2020 version of it has a gold star, and that's when we officially got introduced to sleeve sponsors. So that version of it would have a sleeve sponsor, but this version of it still has the 2 MLS patches on both sleeves. This is a pretty goated away shirt. I love the combo of black and pink. I'm a little bit of a fiend for pink football shirts. I don't think I really have any other than this one in my collection, and this one is just sick. I love this away jersey. For me, maybe personally, one of, if not my favorite away shirts. There are some that is in contention. We'll probably get into it in a second, but I don't know why. It's simple, but a good color combo. And on the back of it, a little bit of a surprise, I got Victor Rodriguez. This might be maybe my only L of name sets I got added on the back of shirts. Maybe people would have added Roldan, maybe Morris, maybe Rui Diaz. I know, we're still yet to have a Rui Diaz shirt in the collection so far. We haven't seen any yet. Don't worry, there will be some that pop up. But for me, Victor Rodriguez was a little bit of an unsung hero in 2019. He actually had a pretty good year statistically. It was just injuries that always killed him, and of course scored the winning goal. And whenever he did play in this shirt, I thought he played really well in this shirt. So that's why I decided to get him on it. I thought he was probably one of, if not the best wingers we've ever had at the club. Like technical wise, I think he was really underrated. His biggest issue was just staying healthy. And I just was like, you know what? I think Victor Rodriguez would be cool to have on the back of it. A La Masia, I believe, academy player. So played for Barcelona in the academy. This shirt, simple, underrated. Love the pink little design on it. I know, call me an absolute briefcase mug, but this shirt, I don't know, it's goated in my eyes. Next up is the 2020/2021 home shirt, but this is obviously the 2020 version of it because it has the gold star and as well has the MLS 25th anniversary patches on it. And my version that I have, because I ordered it when the season started, I went to the team store, got it the day that it released. It had both of the MLS patches on it. Later on, I think after like 3 or 4 games later into the season, Sounders officially had a sleeve sponsor. They had added WaFed to the back of it. But my version of it has both the MLS 25th anniversary patches, which was worn for a couple of games to start the season, I believe before COVID, and we ended up entering and playing in the MLS's back tournament. So that's that version. This is the 2020 version of it. The 21 version has just 2 silver stars because we weren't champions, and as well doesn't have the 25th anniversary patch. It just has the standard MLS patch on it. This shirt, I know, call me absolutely crazy, but it is one of my favorite Sounders jerseys of all time. Actually, I would count this one as the second best home jersey of all time. I know. You guys are gonna come at me for it. This was actually a universal design for all the teams in MLS for the 25th anniversary, so they all had this weird like 3-line, the same collar design, just obviously different color schemes shirts for each team, depending on the team, their color scheme. But for me, I don't know why. It just hits different with the gold star, I think, and the man on the back of it. The day I saw him play was the day I knew I had to get him on the back of it. I got the shirt blank, but later on added him at the team store. I believe after the first game, after that game against the Chicago Fire, we won 2-1. It is João Paulo. He was amazing for us as the year he signed. I would argue the last best window we've ever had as Sounders fans. We brought in João Paulo, we brought in Yamar. I mean, I think he looks sick. I mean, I think of this shirt, I think of JP. I think a really cool touch is the Cascadia flag on this shirt. I don't know, man, with the 25th MLS anniversary patches on it, I don't know. There's just something to this shirt I really, really like. I know it was like bog standard, universal, every MLS team had the same design. This shirt kind of hit like crack for me. Next up is the 2021-2022 away shirt, the Jimi Hendrix shirt. We decided to start collabing like social media influencers. And this is probably, in most people's eyes, the best away shirt. Yeah, this is the Jimi Hendrix shirt, came out. This is the 2021 version of it. Really sick. It's inspired by his song Purple Haze. I mean, it has his little signature on the bottom of it. This is in pretty pristine condition, and I know we talked about no Raul Ruidiaz on the back of any shirts. Well, guess what? Bada bing, bada boom. I got him on the back of the shirt. This was by far Ruidiaz's best year. I think of the Jimi Hendrix shirt. I think of Ruidiaz. He went off this year, went off in this shirt constantly. His best scoring season, the best start the Sounders ever had to a season. I mean, there's not much to say. I love the orange with purple. The design is really sick. I love how different it is with the Sounders and the MLS patches being yellow. I mean, we're never going to have, assumingly, never going to have a Sounders jersey with purple and yellow as the designs on the sleeve sponsor, things like that. Orange, like look, there's orange in the sleeve. I mean, this is a goated one. Everyone loved this shirt. I think just because I like being a bit different and I don't like being granola, I don't love when everyone's like, oh, this kid's sick and things like that. You know, I want to be a little different. I still love this shirt. I definitely think it's probably the best away shirt we've ever had. I actually really like the pink and black one personally a little bit more. I don't know why, I just do. We won MLS Cup. That was one of our away shirts for that. So maybe that could be why, but I can understand why this would be number one. But for me, it's number two. Next up is the 2022/23 Seattle Sounders home jersey. This is the 2022 version of it because the 2023 version of it doesn't have the stitch/ironed on MLS patch like this. That's when we began to have the Apple TV sponsor. So we just had this little ironed, heat pressed on MLS logo with the Apple TV logo under it. So yeah, that's when the MLS patches started taking massive L's because I really don't love the patches when they're ironed on like that. And the fact it's so tiny and that has the Apple TV thing on it, I think it's a huge L. I think MLS took an L with that. I love this version of the patches so much more. And this was the year we won CCL. I do have a special surprise, which is this shirt with CCL. You guys are just gonna have to wait and see. It's in that pile, so you're gonna have to hold up. On the back of it, I got Freddie. Obviously, he returned in 2021, was there for 2022. I was like, you know what? I'm not really sure who else to get on the back. I felt like I had to get one, like, Sounders jersey with the return number 12, Freddie Montero. I don't love that he did take number 12, but yeah, I got Freddie. He's my go. This home shirt's okay. This is when I started Rave Green TV too, which is crazy to think about. So much time has passed by since then. I'm personally not the biggest fan of it. I think it's okay. Obviously, it's kind of dope. We won CCL in it, but it was our worst season in MLS was with this shirt. So yeah, that's pretty much all my takes with this one. Now next up, which you all might be saying, well, Cheyenne, this is pretty much the exact same shirt you just showed me. Let me cook for a second, hold up. A little special shirt in my collection for you all, a little like special Funko Pop, you could say. As you all can see, this is the 2023 version of our home shirt because we also got Providence as our new sponsor. I forgot to mention that. The difference between the 2022 and 2023 version as well, on top of the patches being different. But this version that I do have is the Club World Cup version of it. There is no MLS patch or sponsor patch on it. It has the FIFA Club World Cup patch. Obviously, this was our debut in it. This is where we played Al Ahly. No one on the back. I know I always say I like getting a name on the back, but I don't know how I can obtain that specific name set that we wore in it. The pro shop never sold it, nor have I come across anyone that has obtained it. So this one is blank because the name set we did wear for the Club World Cup against Al Ahly that year in 2023 was a different name set to our normal MLS name sets. So until I can find it, I don't know who I would even add on the shirt because we only played one game in the Club World Cup. no one even scored in it. So yeah, this is just kind of a special little piece in my collection. You guys always see it. It's actually to my right here. I do have it as well, signed by the whole team from that Club World Cup campaign. You guys always see that in the backdrop of my videos. It's usually behind my head, so you don't see it super clearly. But I do have the same exact thing signed by the whole team that you guys see in the backdrop of my videos as well. But yeah, so Club World Cup 2023 home shirt edition. Yeah, I think this one's pretty cool to have in the collection. I mean, Club World Cup debut, can't beat it. Next up, I believe it's the 2023/2024 away shirt, the Bruce Lee shirt. This version of it, though, is the 2023 one because it has the old logo. 2024, we got the new Sounders logo. This shirt is sick, but hot take, I think very overrated. I know, kill me now. It's got Bruce Lee's little signature on it as well, all the nooks and crannies, the yellow MLS patches. I mean, as you guys can see, it has the newer, the modern MLS patch with the Apple TV little sponsor on it. I hate it. I don't like it. I love the older logos. I'm not even talking about pre-2015. Old MLS logo, just how it was bigger and it was like actually looks like good quality. I don't like it that much. I also hated the introduction of sleeve sponsors. I hate it so much. I love when there's just the same two patches on both sleeves. I know, call me an Unk FC over here. But yeah, this shirt, pretty good, pretty cool. I like the red. We're probably never gonna have a red Sounders jersey again. I love it. Again, it's collaboration, man. We're social media trendy with Bruce Lee, who is obviously a Seattle legend. And on the back of this one, I know, might be a little controversial, Albert Rusnak. I didn't know who I should get on the back of the shirt. Really, for me, when I think of this Bruce Lee shirt, I think of like Liao Chu, I think of Albert Rusnak, maybe Morris. So it was really a toss-up, and I wasn't really the biggest fan of Morris by this point in his career, not really at all. Liao Chu, I thought he was okay. Like, I thought he was a cool signing in the beginning, but, you know, off the field antics, wasn't really improving, this and that. I opted with Albert. This was before he became a DP, and I felt he came up with a lot of clutch moments for us in this shirt. And he wasn't really playing cam because Ladero was still in the team at this time. So he was playing like sometimes as a cam, sometimes mainly at the DM spot. Many of you may not know this, but Albert Rusnak actually has a special place in my heart, and you guys will find out later why, and you might see maybe why that is the case from right here. But yeah, Albert Rusnak, before he even signed for the Sounders, I was already a pretty big fan of, so I felt, you know what, I should get Albert on the back of one of my Sounders jerseys. I do love how the name set is yellow. That's actually my favorite part about this shirt, is the different colored name set. And I do love this little insignia that they added to the back collar of the shirt as well. Next up is the 2024/5 Sounders home jersey. This is the 2024 version of it because starting in 2025, we've talked about this Apple TV MLS patches. They actually changed it where the Apple TV sponsor on it is actually the same colorway as like the team. So you guys will see another version of it that has that colorway on it. But at that time, the Apple TV sponsor was just white. And yeah, I mean, this home shirt's okay. It's kind of got this retro-y vibe to it a little bit. Kind of reminds me of the popcorn emoji, just in the green and blue colorway. I do like this retro little Sounders addition to it on the bottom of the shirt. All in all, I think it's okay. On the back of this shirt, I think everyone and their moms got De La Vega when this home shirt came out. He was the new signing. I mean, he was our biggest signing since JP Yamar, since that 2020 era that we talked about. In my opinion, the best transfer window, the last best transfer window we've ever had. And of course, I got De La Vega on the back of it. Love the Orca as well. And yeah, I mean, this shirt's okay. It's not one of my favorite Sounders home jerseys. Again, hot take. I think the 2011-12 one, I know with the silly gray stripes that most people don't like, I think is better than this one. But again, I'm a nostalgia merchant. It's the first year I started watching the Sounders. This one's okay. And now next up is the 2025 version of it, but not an MLS edition of it. Of course, as we all know, last season we played in the FIFA Club World Cup. And this version of it that I have right here is the Club World Cup version of it. Similarly to the jersey I showed you guys earlier, it is slightly different. First and foremost, the sleeve sponsor is not the Emerald Queen Casino one, it is the Puyallup Tribe one, and it is on the left side of the sleeve, which is normally where all the sleeve sponsors are for jerseys across Europe, the entirety of the world. And obviously the Sounders had to match that for the tournament. As well, this shirt is brand new with tags, by the way. I've never worn it or done anything with it. As well has the Club World Cup patches on it, the exact same that was worn by the players, and on the back has the different name set that we don't normally see. It doesn't have the MLS name set. It has the Club World Cup name set, and I got Christian Roldan on the back. I got the name set added at the pro shop. It was kind of cool that they actually had the Club World Cup name sets. Well, granted, I mean, all the games were played at home, so I would hope they would have it for fans. If they wanted to apply it on their shirts, they could. The Club World Cup patch, though, I did have to go buy somewhere else because the version that was being sold by Sounders and many other teams was just this, and it wasn't a polyester like texture. It was like an actual like patch to it, which isn't the same as the one that was worn by the players. It was this like plasticky version, just like the MLS and Apple TV patch. So I went and got it somewhere and got it applied myself. But they as well, the pro shop added this as well, which is a great touch. I do actually like this home shirt just a little bit more than the 2024 version, just because it has all these added intricacies to it. And also the name set on this is so much more sicker than the MLS name set. So I do like that about it. As well, it's Club World Cup, bro. Like, of course I'm gonna love this. And yeah, this is probably one of my favorite pieces in my collection. Next up is the Salish Sea 2025/6, because this will be our away shirt for next year as well. Away shirt. So obviously this came out last season, the Salish Sea shirt. Hot take again, I think this one's better than the Bruce Lee shirt. I know, kill me. I think this one's way better, actually. I actually don't think it's better than the 2016-17 blue shirt, the Pacific blue shirt. They have a lot of similarities because they're obviously like Pacific colored blue. I do like the simplicity to it. The design, I think, is a little too much. And all in all, I don't like this new modern like Adidas jersey template that they have. I do think the little, of course, they always add this stuff on the bottom of shirts. I think this piece is a little bit cool to it. On the back, I got Ryan Kent. Again, I'm kind of grasping at straws by this point, and this is part of the reason why I'm not going to get any more Sounders jerseys. There isn't really anyone on the team that I like anymore that I don't already have their shirts of. And as I said, I don't normally do repeats unless the player is just out of this world type guy, which I don't think we really have anymore. Ryan Kent, of course, I believe his second match as a Sounder coming off the bench against St. Louis. When we were wearing the shirt, he went off. Kent was such a cool player, like a cool signing that we made. And I felt it was only right that I would get him on the back of a shirt. And of course, it had to be the Salish Sea one because I think he played some of his best games in this shirt. So yeah, Ryan Kent, he was such a cool signing. It was so fun talking about when we signed him, all the fun propaganda with it and all that. And it just sucks we couldn't keep him, but welcome to the life of a Sounders fan as of now. Not one of my favorites, not in my top 3 of our away shirts of all time, but it's definitely better than the Bruce Lee one. Next up, and the last Sounders jersey in the rack collection, it is the 2025 third shirt. I don't believe this is going to be carrying over to 2026. This shirt is pretty cool. Very retro-y. The Sounders being in the middle of the jersey because they added the Orca right here, I think is kind of cool. I do like, again, a lot of the retro homage to older Sounders jerseys, which I think is really sick. I do like this like kind of like goofy, clowny colorway on the sleeves. I think that's pretty sick. On the back of it, controversially, I know many of you might not have expected this, I got Kim Ki-hee. Kim is one of my favorite Sounders players of all time. I never got any of his shirts during his first stint as a Sounder. As someone that's a Asian football junkie, and as he's the only one, I believe, that is an Asian footballer that has played for the Sounders, I felt why not? I didn't know who else to get on the back of this that I didn't already have on my shirts. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get Kim Ki-hee on the back. That was pretty much my thought process behind it. And yeah, I do think also another piece that's cool is how Providence is on the bottom. The sponsor is on the bottom of the name set here instead of on the front. And I think that's what makes this jersey just a little bit cooler. I do like the design a lot. I'm not the biggest fan of this like V-neck collar. That's probably my least favorite part about it. But it is nice finally having a third shirt because MLS basically abolished it for like a handful of years, but it was nice to finally get one back. I'm not totally sure if this is going to carry over to 2026, but if it does, then as well, this is the 2026 third shirt. As I said, that was the last Sounders jersey in this rack anyway, but I do have a match-worn Tacoma Defiance jersey. I don't know what year this is. Maybe Cole, shout out to editor Cole, can throw it up with the little annotations in it of which year this Tacoma Defiance shirt is. Has the cool little MLS Next Pro patch on it, nothing on this sleeve. And it is of Georgie. It is Georgie's match-worn Tacoma Defiance jersey. When we first started, you know, getting to know each other and talking. Georgie offered to give me a shirt after one of the Open Cup games when he was still kind of a fringe player between the Sounders and MLS Next Pro, which was really nice of him, and I love this shirt. It's a different design to our MLS ones because it has the Next Pro logos in the numbers. And yeah, all in all, I mean, this jersey isn't anything special, but has a lot of sentimental value for me because me and Georgie have become great friends throughout making all this content, getting to meet him and all that. And so it's cool to have a Tacoma Defiance jersey in the collection as well. And now moving on to the match worn / signed shirts. The shirts you've all been waiting for. And you all might be wondering, Cheyenne, what the heck are you doing with a Real Salt Lake jersey? Don't worry, I know, we're all like,
what the heck, this guy, he's a fraud. He shouldn't be hosting Rave Green TV. I knew this guy was absolutely clapped.
This Real Salt Lake jersey was actually given to me by a current Sounders player, our highest paid player currently on the team, Albert Rusnak. This is his match-worn jersey, I believe in 2016 or 17. I can't remember which year it was. And he signed it for me as well. This was the first ever match-worn shirt I ever got given by a player. Little backstory, I mean, as you all know, I'm a hardcore MLS junkie. And during that era, Albert Rusnak was a cool signing that came into the league. I remember I ran down to the tunnel a little bit before the final whistle because I wanted to get his autograph. I printed out like a little photo of him, I think when he was playing at Groningen in the Eredivisie. I called him over because no one knew who Albert Rusnak was, nor would be calling his name because it was a Sounders home game. I got him to sign it, and then he just gave me his shirt. And then the following year when we played RSL, I got him to sign the back of the shirt. That's why Albert always had a special place in my heart personally, because he gave me a shirt, and so when we signed Albert Rusnak, I was like, holy smokes, that is like such a full circle moment that we signed him. So I felt this was a cool piece to be included. I know it's not a Sounders jersey, but it is, of course, of our highest paid player. So yeah, I thought this was a fun little piece to add for the video. Next up is the 2021 Seattle Sounders home jersey. As you all saw, I had the 2022 version of it. Obviously, what makes this the 2021 version is this just has the standard MLS patch on it, and then as well, the sleeve sponsor that got added. Cool little piece that was added because this is the match worn shirt. It has, I believe this is the breast cancer awareness patch, which I don't even know if we can buy something like that or get it added to a shirt. But yeah, I went to Kansas City away in the 2021 season. And at this point, I was good friends with this player. We have spoken many times. We had built kind of a solid rapport, which was Danny Leyva. He gave me a shirt at the end of the game. I can throw up a clip of when he gave me a shirt. I was actually recording it. Danny signed the back of it the next time I saw him, like months and months later. And yeah, and now next up, the big enchilada, the holy grail, the Seattle Sounders 2022 CCL final shirt. This was one of the hardest shirts to piece together, to make happen, but here it is. It is brand new with tags too, by the way. It has the CCL final patch on it. It has just the CCL patch on it. I bought these both separately at the time after we won it in 2022. The hardest part was getting the match final detail that you see in the center, but big shout out to the Seattle Sounders kit man who follows the page. I reached out to him, said, hey, by any chance, you guys have the match detail from that final? If you don't, no problem. It was a stab in the dark. He said, yeah, I have an extra one. He sent me a photo. I went and picked it up from him. Absolute clutch God moment right there. We added that to the shirt. It is literally an identical carbon copy from the final. Obviously, this is the players issued version of the shirt. And on the back, I have Raul Ruidiaz, the man who scored the winning goals in the second leg final. And as well, it is signed by him. He wrote something in Spanish for me. This shirt is probably one of my holy grails. I mean, this is like something that you cannot find because outside of maybe ones that were actually worn by the players, nobody had all the pieces, the patches, the match detail for this shirt to apply on. I was fortunate enough to make it happen. And yeah, this is by far one of my holy grails in my collection. The jersey itself, nothing special, but this is the shirt and everything on it from when we won CCL. And now moving on to the final shirt of this video. This was the match worn shirt that I received in 2025. This is the 2025 home jersey because it has the modern MLS Apple TV patch. As I said, they changed it where they changed the color around the Apple TV logo where it matched the team's colors. This is the 2025 home shirt from the only game I went to last season, which was Portland away. And when I was going, this player offered to give me a shirt when he found out that I was going to the match, which was super sick of him to do that. And it is now current Atletico Madrid midfielder, Obed Vargas. He gave it to me at the end of the match. He told me to swing by, and I'll throw up a photo with me and him and his dad, and as well with him giving me the shirt. His dad is a huge fan of the channel, so I got to talk to him, get to meet him, and Obed gave me his shirt after the game. He signed the shirt. And now with everything that has happened with Obed, now that he's playing Atletico Madrid, this is one of my favorite signed pieces in my collection. It is so sick that I have this, a match-worn Obed Vargas shirt. Wow, English can be tough. That is the last signed piece. But as I said, I did get one shirt recently for my collection. And that is this 2015/16 away/third shirt. I don't remember if it was the away shirt for both 2015/16, but yeah, this shirt I recently got on a reselling website for 30 bucks. The player's issued version has both the patches on it and it's in my size. That's always the hardest part. Because I wear size medium, I have to get these players issued shirts in size large. As I said, there is no one on the back of the shirt, but the thing that really just was a big steal for me with this is like everything is in such good condition. Like, as I always say, if you can see the sizing of it and all these little small pieces to it are still intact, this shirt is in pretty supreme condition. There are some small stains that you can kind of barely see, but I'm in the process of getting a name set for my boy TD Soccer, and I was thinking about going with Oba because his last year with the Sounders was in 2015. I know as well Herculez Gomez wore this in 2016 as the other number 9, but I think Oba would be the perfect player to add on the back of this because of how good he was in 2015 as well. Obviously wasn't as good as in 2014, but Oba was like our save and grace during that season. So yeah, I'm thinking he should be and must be the guy I add to the back of the shirt. But you guys let me know in the comments down below of what other players you can think of. So let me know what you guys think. Should I get Oba on the back? Should I not get him on the back? Let me know. I thought this would be a fun little piece to add at the end of the video. Thus, we have come to the end of the video. Boys and girls, if you made it all the way to the end, make sure to smash the like button on this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let me know in the comments down below of my jersey collection. Is it cool? Is it sick? Is it mid? Am I an unk? Am I just a nostalgia merchant? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. As well, would you guys want to see me unbox my Sounders jerseys that I will be getting back from Kit Revival? Let me know your guys' thoughts. But boys and girls, I hope you'll have a lovely day.